Coming to you from Suits to Careers for another Celebrity Stylist Challenge, brought to you by Team Scott Inspire. I'm your host, Scottie James Scott. Today's celebrity has been in the public and private sector of government for almost 20 years. He's one of the fresh faces of politics. Please welcome Senator Rob Teplitz.
Thanks for having me.
No, I'm glad you're here. I'm truly glad you're here. Thanks for being here.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us a brief bio of where you're from and how you got to politics.
Sure. Well, I grew up in central Pennsylvania. I've been here most of my life. Started out my adult career practicing law and then moved into state government and was elected to the state Senate 4 years ago.
Very good. Glad to have you here. Now, where'd you go to school?
Went to Central Dauphin High School,
Okay.
Go Rams, and then went away for college to Franklin and Marshall College in Lancaster, and then Cornell Law School in New York for law school, but came right back. This is the only place I ever really wanted to live, and my wife and I are raising our family here now.
Great. So you're a local product.
Yes, absolutely.
Glad to have you.
And proud of it.
Definitely go Rams.
Yep.
Now, how was your time here today? Are you having a good time?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was fun, but also I feel like we accomplished something really good, and I hope the young man that we dressed today goes on to success. He certainly is ready for it.
He looked excellent.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your client today.
Lewis, he wants to go into the IT field. That's his area of study, and I think he looks the part in terms of now being ready for interviews, and I think he's going to have the confidence to do well in his interviews.
Definitely. You really gave him some key points, and actually, I think he looks almost identical to you today. So you did very well, very well.
Well, I hope that helps.
Definitely, he looked very good.
Yeah.
He looked very good. The things that Tied to Success and Team Scott Inspire do, we do for community. Why is it important for a politician to be a great community leader as well as the face of their own community?
Well, I think it's important that if you're in an elected position and you have that privilege, that you don't just do the job in a narrow way, which for me would be voting on laws in the Capitol. You need to be out in the community, talking with people, understanding what concerns are, being visible, being supportive of local programs. And so I think that's a part of the job. If you look at it in the broader way, as I do, I think that's a very important part of the job.
Okay, so community first, yourself second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Very good.
No, it's very important.
Definitely. The men that come through here, many have had doors closed on them. What advice would you give to them in regards to patience and opportunity?
It's a good question. I typically give the same advice to everyone who is starting out. I think a lot of people are focused on the destination dream job and lose out or don't consider opportunities that will then get them there. Right. So I always tell everyone, get your foot in the door of whatever is reasonably close or could possibly put you on the path to that dream job, because that gets you the experience, it teaches you professionalism, it gets you contacts, and all of that is important in order to get to that dream job. So I tell people everyone's got to start somewhere, and don't miss out on an opportunity because you don't think you want to spend the rest of your life there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Today was a perfect opportunity for Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Now the patient part has to kick in. So today was a very good opportunity for him. So hopefully everything pans out for him after this. With all the negativity in the world, I truly believe that the world is missing kindness and respect. What is your definition of kindness as a person, not as a politician? And what can you do to promote kindness?
I think you're right. I think a lot of our problems could be solved or would be easier to solve if people were just nicer to each other. I think it comes down to the golden rule. I'm not perfect by any means, but I try to live by that.
None of us are.
None of us are. But I think that's the right approach, that we need to treat people as we would like to be treated. Frankly, that's why I came here today, because I would hope that if I were in a situation where I could be helped by this program, that someone would take the time and help me. And so I think when you're fortunate in life, I think you have an obligation to give back, because you never know when you might be in that situation, or you might have family members or friends that need those acts of kindness.
You never know what the next day can hold, and kindness is free. So you're definitely right. I appreciate it, and once again, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, sure.
We're going to switch it up a little bit,
Okay.
change the mood a little bit.
Okay.
Each of our past guests that have been here had a go-to accessory. We've had handkerchiefs, pocket squares, socks, cufflinks, shoes. What is your go-to accessory when dressing professionally?
For me, it's really just the tie. I'm usually in a rush, and I like to keep things pretty simple, so my suits are pretty conservative. I don't get fancy with the shirts or the socks, but I have a lot of ties, and I usually can find a tie that stands out a little bit depending on the suit. So that's the only real indulgence that I have in terms of fashion.
So the tie is that thing that makes it pop for you.
Yes, exactly.
When it looks good.
Thank you.
Definitely. Now, what we do, we usually, at the end of the segment, we challenge someone. We've had some good people down here, and it's your opportunity to challenge someone. Is this something that you truly see yourself coming back to, possibly?
Sure, absolutely.
And you would tell your friends about it?
Oh, yeah,
Well, why don't
definitely.
you go ahead and tell somebody?
Well, I'm challenging another local elected official whose fashion sense is far superior to mine, Dauphin County Commissioner George Hartwick. George, I know you can do this, and I know that you have the spirit of service that will be really good for this program, and so I challenge you to come down here and make a difference in someone's life, as I know you will.
George Hartwick, the senator has spoken. You are definitely a fashionable dresser. We'd love to have you down here. Hopefully we can hear from you real soon. If you wanted to know what kind of senator Rob Teplitz was, you just found out today. And we appreciate you taking the time out your schedule to be here to help this great cause. And we thank you for being here.
No, thanks for what you're doing for our community.
Remember, desire to inspire kindness. If you like what Suits to Careers and Team Scott Inspire are doing for your community, please like us on Facebook and visit our website.
I do like the tie that you have on right now. So. Okay, we can't have this style. Oh.
That's the first time we had a client tie their own tie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Got it up some ups right now.
Right, yeah. So, yeah.
I think I'm winning.
You're doing pretty good.
I think so.